we are going to do a 21-day challenge of no sugar. And Jason, what that means is it doesn't come from a plant, an animal, or a tree, you cannot eat it.
Yeah, so it's really no sugar and no processed food.
From marinara sauce to peanut butter, added sugar can be found in even the most unexpected products. Many people rely on quick, processed foods for meals and snacks, and since these products often contain added sugar and preservatives make up a large portion of their daily calorie intake. In the United States, the average adult consumes an estimated 17 teaspoons of added sugar each day. That accounts for 14% of total calorie intake in adults following a 2,000 calorie diet. Experts believe that overconsumption of sugar and processed foods, especially ultra-processed foods, have been blamed for the national rise in obesity, high blood pressure, and diabetes.
And we're combining it still with our intermittent fasting. We're still doing the intermittent fasting.
I'm doing it legit.
She's doing it legit, finally. And the big thing for me is why personally I wanted to do this as a challenge is because I am addicted to sugar. I like to have sugar after every meal. I have sugar throughout the entire day. I mean, I've already started eliminating a little bit with the last fast because I used to have it in my coffee. But I know sugar is not good for you. It's not good for your teeth. It's not good for your body. So looking forward to seeing how we feel at the other end of these 21 days. I hope it's a big difference. I hope food tastes a little bit different.
Yeah, and on the other end of the spectrum, I love salt. So I'm salty and sweet, but mostly salty. So that means no chips, no anything that is basically...
Yeah, no processed food, basically. So we're going to be shopping around the perimeter of the grocery store and not in the middle, basically.
Yeah.
So it's really going to be interesting. I'm actually looking forward to it. I think it's going to be like real food. It's going to feel good when you eat it. But I know it's going to be a struggle because I crave sugar like crazy. And like I said, I hope that the change is that you see differences in your body. Maybe there's a little bit more weight loss, and maybe, you know, food tastes better because you're not craving sugar so much. So
that's the hope.
Yesterday, our first day was an absolute struggle for me. Weirdly, I was very hungry at night. So this is kind of the combination of the, you know, no processed food, no sugars, but also the fasting portion of it. Last night I was starving and I'm hungry right now. I haven't opened my window yet. And I'm telling you, every time after I eat a meal, I crave sugar like crazy. So this one, the fasting one, you know, the initial fasting one we did last month was difficult because I'm hungry. This one's going to be a lot harder because I am addicted to sugar. So this is going to be a challenge. So day one complete and I wanted something sweet and it took all of my might to not put something in my mouth. So started day two. We'll see how it goes. We have a good plan for how we're going to approach our nutrition. It should be interesting. I'm looking forward to it.
I started really getting a sweet tooth, and I don't normally get a sweet tooth, but I did crave a few times, and it was always at night, especially when I watch TV. And I just pushed through it, made it through, but it was pretty rough. Other than that, I'm starting to see my weight drop. So I have lost almost 5 pounds, which is really good for me because I seem to lose and then gain and lose and gain. And it's still sort of the trend. Like I'll lose a few pounds and then I might gain one back. But that might be due to us being out more and exercising, gaining muscle mass, etc. I know that I'm really enjoying my meals. So when we actually do sit down, I'm really enjoying my meals. I like eat every little morsel differently than I did before, and I appreciate my food more than I did before.
When I started this, I weighed about 175 and I've lost a couple pounds. I weigh about 173 right now. So doing the intermittent fasting in combination with no sugar and no processed food is an incredible combination. So I'm loving it so far, and I love the food choices that we're making. I don't think I'll ever really go back. I really enjoy it. So that's my update. I think just like when we did the fasting in the beginning, I'm still having cravings. Like in the beginning with fasting, I was still really hungry early on, or even later into this. I still do have cravings, and we've been doing a really good job of not acting on those cravings. I'm telling you, a little piece of fruit fixes it. Even sometimes like raisins will fix it, and I don't really crave it anymore.
Piece of dried fruit the other night. It was peaches or something like that, and it really did cure it. But
yeah.
I too, I don't normally crave sweets, but last night I wanted a piece of chocolate, just a piece, but I wanted that taste flavor. I don't know.
Yeah, that flavor of chocolate. I love chocolate. Chocolate is my thing. So I probably will go back. I mean, I don't know what we're going to finally say at the end of this, but as of today, day 17, I would likely go back to having a piece of chocolate once a week at least to give me that little bit. But we want to talk about our taste buds have changed.
Yeah.
She made this tabbouleh, which we're having on the trail, and it doesn't have anything processed in it. It's got a little bit of lemon and a little bit of olive oil. Probably could use a little more lemon, but what I'm noticing is that my taste buds are more enhanced.
Yeah, I was gonna say, are you picking up like all the flavors?
Yeah, I'm picking up all the flavors. I'm picking up the feta and everything that's in this. It's amazing what sugar does to you. In my opinion, what it does to your taste buds is it makes you crave only sweet things and sugary things.
It
and
almost
then
deadens the flavor in other.
Exactly. You start to lose your ability to taste all the little nuances in just regular food.
Right.
So that's one little thing to note on day 17, that I'm enjoying food a little bit more now that I don't have sugar in my diet. So that's very unique.
Now I almost feel guilty when I want to think about eating something else. Like I don't want to do that because I know what the repercussion is. I will go back to it. And so I put more thought into what I'm making now, what I choose to put in my mouth.
Yeah, really enjoying it. And again, we don't know what the final decision is going to be after day 21, but I'm feeling like I don't know that I'll want to go back to having a lot of sugar.
I can pretty much tell you, I think I'm going to pretty much stick with the fasting for sure.
Oh, yeah, fasting
because
for sure.
I've got that down.
Yeah.
And
yeah, that's great.
I'm also probably going to stick pretty closely to no sugar, other than maybe once in a while in a recipe, maybe ice cream, that maybe a cheat day.
Maybe a cheat day, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's our 17-day update. Yes. This is an incredible meal. Thank you for making it, Mindy.
High five.
Rejuvenating our taste buds. That is our update on day 17. 21 days, no sugar, no processed food. We are done. Our last day was yesterday, and I'm not sure. Am I ready to have sugar yet? I'm not sure. We'll let you know. But let's go over some of the results. Do you feel any different?
I do.
After the 21 days?
I do.
Okay. So I'm still, one of the big things I like to gauge when we do stuff like this is has it gotten any easier? Because when you first started, it's really difficult. One thing I didn't mention in this is that the first couple of days, I was actually having this weird withdrawal where I couldn't sleep. It was about 2 days in a row where I couldn't sleep. As far as the cravings, on day 17, I was still having a lot of those cravings. I still have them. After a meal, I do crave something sweet.
Yeah.
It hasn't really gone away, but you're talking years of being addicted to sugar.
Well, for me, opposite from you, I like the salty stuff. So I've had a huge addiction to any kind of chips, popcorn, whatever it may be. And so that was where my weaknesses were, especially at night watching TV.
The processed food, right?
Yeah.
So that's why we kind of combine the sugar and processed food. So let's get into some of the results. We talked about it last week on the 17-day that food tastes much better.
Yes.
What I find amazing is you don't need a lot of stuff on your food to re-engage with the flavor of all the unique things that you have. Like you made a really good Indian like curry type meal the other day, and it was so good.
Yeah, that's what I'm finding too. I'm really enjoying my food much more than I did before. Like I'm really tasting all those little nuances and the spices in food, and just even like we had cucumber in that tabbouleh dish I made. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right.
Tabbouleh. I think it's tabbouleh. I don't know.
We never had it. It was something new, and the cucumber in it was so good.
Very, very good. I find that food, the taste of food is much more enjoyable without sugar in my life. So I want to get into the way we feel. I have way more energy without sugar. I will say that I'm way more energy, way more productive. I don't have any like inflammation or bloating feelings. Those are gone.
Those are one of the biggest things I've noticed is the inflammation. I'm seeing it leave. Like I'm not as puffy, I'm not as bloated.
Yep, brain fog. Like I don't have any more brain fog, a lot less anyway. My ability to focus on things I feel like has changed as I think about it right now.
I hadn't even thought about that, but for me it has as well.
It's one of the things that you were really wanting to do was your weight. How do you feel now? What is the, and have you lost weight, I should say?
Yes, I have lost weight. I've lost 6.2 pounds as of today, which is huge for me because like Jason said, I am a roller coaster. I always go up, I always go down. I don't know if that's just a woman thing, but I'm finally actually seeing it go down each week about a pound to a pound and a half.
That's awesome.
So that's awesome for me.
I'm going to go off of what happened this 21 days. I lost another 4 pounds.
So altogether?
So altogether, if you start it from the very beginning in December before we even started this fast, I've lost 14 pounds.
And I'm 6.2. So I'm happy with that. But had I done the fasting the correct way, I probably would have been right along with Jason.
Will we continue to go down this road? Will we reintroduce sugar into our life? I mean, how do you feel about that?
This is interesting for me because here we are at the tail end of the 21 days, and what I've really been discovering lately, I don't know why it is that my mood is really been based off from not being able to solve my issues with food, right?
Coping mechanism.
I'm realizing that food was a huge way that maybe I coped. So I'm kind of working through that. So my fear is if I go back, I'm just going to get the same results. And that kind of scares me more than me wanting to go back. So I want to continue this journey for me.
Same. Yeah, same. I agree with you 100%. I think that there's this fear that you're going to fall right back into this horrible, bad routine. Yet I'll continue to fast, but even when we were fasting, I was still having sugar and I still had the brain fog and, you know, it impacted me a little emotionally as well. So I don't really want to go back. I may reintroduce a cheat day, but even that I feel a little bit guilty about at this point.
I mean, we both have said like from the beginning when we started the 21-day no sugar that we would probably do a cheat day. Now, I'm not saying that's not out of question because there are times where life just happens where you're out with people, you have an ice cream. It's not going to kill you.
Yeah.
But what we have also found is that we've found different foods to replace the items. So a lot more fruit.
Yeah, smoothies.
Smoothies have taken the place sort of ice cream.
Absolutely.
But we're having it within our windows so that we're still able to stay on track with the weight loss.
Yeah, so to summarize the whole thing, and really if anybody that wants to try this, I 100% recommend it. And I recommend that you not only do the no sugar, no processed food, but you combine it with fasting. You're going to have results, and you're going to have, even in 21 days, you're going to feel a little bit more clear. You're going to have bad moments too, but you're going to feel a little bit more clear, less bloating. You're going to lose weight. Guaranteed. I mean, it's even for me, I didn't think I was going to lose any more, and I lost 4 more pounds. So,
and as far as the bad moments, I think maybe my worst moments were sitting on that couch making that ultimate decision not to go in a cabinet and try and dig something out.
That's it. That's the bad moment. You just
because we did still have things in the cabinet we could have cheated, but we didn't.
So I think that's part of having an accountability partner too. So that's one good thing.
Yeah.
If you do this, maybe pick somebody that'll do it with you because it does keep you accountable too. And it's easy when it's the both of us. Thank you guys for tuning in. We have more 21-day challenges coming up.
Yep.
We'll announce them soon, but if you like what we're doing, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, leave a comment, share your story. Have you done anything like this, and what were your results? Check out our merchandise as well, breakfromthegrind.com, and we'll talk to you guys next time.
Bye-bye.